The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, it is your man, the main supreme, the big guy in the blue shirt. I'm Ruben, of course. And as always, my man on the ones and twos, AG. That means AG can't hear me.
I can now. What's happening, y'all? How you doing? Little techie difficulty.
Yo, that's awesome.
Is it?
I mean, it's funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny. Not funny that you had technical difficulty, but it's funny that it came on when it did. Because
I mean, how timely was it?
It was timely. It was literally like 3 seconds after I introduced you, and then you just say nothing for a second. I was like, oh, it did. Here comes AG.
Well, the funny thing is I knew I was in trouble when I saw the intro and I heard nothing. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Well, you got it all straight, and everything's beautiful. So that's good stuff. Mo B will be joining us shortly. He is handling some Mo B business, but of course, you know he's going to join us. So, I mean, how was your week, AG? How was last week?
It was busy, man, but I'm trying to figure out why Nick Cannon keep having these babies.
Bro,
I mean, dude, really? I mean, how many babies you? I mean, it's like he think he Abraham, man. I mean, what's going on?
maybe he is.
He's not.
I mean, I know that, but I guess that's what happens when you get. Well, hold on. We're sitting there persecuting the man because he's having all these babies, but you know what?
No, we're asking a question. There's a difference.
I mean, yeah, I hear that, but here's the thing: when it's all said and done, the man got enough money to take care of all of them, and that's really what's important. Now, hey, man, the women that are allowing him to have these babies want them babies. So,
No, they want that money.
I mean, it's both.
No,
So,
they want that money.
I mean, hey, man, it is what it is. I mean, look, at least he's rich enough to take care of him.
Man, $1.2 million a year when you don't have to spend it is a little ridiculous.
Bro. I mean, once again, hey, it's better than the dude having 8, 9 kids and he broke.
You know what, Ruben? I appreciate you supporting this dude. And
I'm not supporting him. I think it's stupid, but I'm just saying, at the least of it, at least he can afford to have them.
You know what? I agree. I do agree.
I mean, because it's just one of those things where I would, because if it was me having 8 kids, bro, I'm broke already. I'm broker than like I wouldn't see a check. I'm living on a box in the street, straight up. I'm probably still living with my folks.
No, after all that, they wouldn't let you live with them.
I mean, hey, man, they got grandchildren. But,
Really?
you know, hey, it is what it is. What's going on, cousin Kalita? Cousin just signed with Michigan State for football. Which cousin would that be? I don't know who that is.
Well, the one is probably good at football.
I mean,
It was. I just took
I
that.
mean, that's
like
just,
next level Ruben simplicity.
I
right?
mean, nah, man, it's like, nah, we got a family of athletes, yo, on my mom's side. I got a family of athletes. You know, I mean, my dad played football, so you know, dad's an athlete too. So I mean, yeah, man.
Ooh, full ride, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know which cousin she's speaking of. But congratulations to that cousin. That means I got to reach out apparently. So I'll do that. But hey, man, it's been a crazy week. Steph Curry let everybody know that he's still the man. And what's going on,
Hey,
Black Morticia Adams? How you doing tonight?
good
Um,
Sunday to you.
yes, good Sunday, good Sunday. But the most important thing that happened at that game, bro, this is not on the thing at all, but I need to bring this up. How the Currys leave each other and, you know, they both end up with white people.
It's
Not that
hard
I'm
to say.
mad at that. I just think it's funny. It's like Dale Curry had his girlfriend there. I mean,
Actually,
nobody
that's
knows.
not the funniest part of it. The funniest part of it is rumored that their boos used to be spouses.
Wow, that's even funnier. That is
That's the
funny.
rumor
Yeah,
because Sonia Curry's boyfriend is the ex-wife or ex-husband of Del Curry's now
shut
girlfriend.
up.
Look it up, man. That's the rumor that's going around.
Wow. So the question is, I mean, apparently he's paid too. Like he ain't Poe.
Do you really think Sonia Curry is going to downgrade, bro? Really?
I mean, is he really an upgrade though?
You're thinking about this all wrong. But go on.
I mean, I'm just saying. I just thought it was interesting that they both. So literally, they left each other for another couple.
No, they cheated on each other quite often, from what I understand.
I mean, maybe they had an open relationship.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
That's why they're
hey,
divorced. So they have an open relationship.
I mean, if I'm correct, actually, I'm not correct, so I'm not even gonna know. But hey, man, I just thought it was funny, because mom got to hug the son, and dad had to chill up in the rafters in the seats. Man, I was like, that's messed up. But I guess they take turns with that because when he hit his game winning, not his record breaking 3-pointer, Dale Curry got to come down and hug his son, and mom stayed up in the seats. So I guess they're trading off stuff. I mean, whatever. Everybody's a bunch of grown people up in here, so they can do what they want. But I just felt it was interesting. And now that they used to be a couple, they literally swapped. They did a couple swap, and the jokes that could be started from that. At least they did it the right way.
Really? Did they?
I mean, Dale Curry didn't go slap nobody. So, I mean,
Really?
I mean,
You gonna reach way back there to get that?
I'm just saying.
Man, we need to move on. We need to move on.
He did not slap nobody to get rid of his
We
wife.
need to move. Crazy world, man.
I mean, I understand that, but I just need to speak on it because it's funny.
Did you need to, or did you
did.
just want to?
I mean, it's a both. People need to hear it, and I need to speak on it.
People didn't need to hear it, and you wanted to speak.
No, you didn't need to hear it. Everybody else,
Oh my gosh! Somebody save me.
Nah, you trapped, bro. You here? I mean, you here because you want to be here.
The choices I make in life
could be worse choices.
It could be. It could be, but right now, yeah,
you'll be all right. So yeah, let's go ahead. And it's not crazy world.
It is. It's not crazy world. It's the first thing on your mind.
First thing on your mind.
I'm gonna try to channel my inner Moby, which is very small.
What?
But I'm gonna try to channel.
We're just gonna let that pass and keep moving. All right. So first thing on your mind, and of course, just like always, I will usually name the title of an article, and then we will get the first thing on AG's mind. So he don't think about it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking about last week, dude. And there he is.
Right on time, Moby. That's what I'm talking about. This guy is
pedophile.
impeccable. Right on time.
Hold on. So y'all say I'm right on time when y'all talking about pedophiles?
No, I was just laughing at you last week because we said the first thing.
But I said, hold on, you gotta clarify that. I was like, wait, whoa.
Actually, if we want to keep it funny, we don't have to clarify. We just say pedophiles.
And see, look, and here's the fun part, man. If I'm correct, is that a McLovin t-shirt?
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. I couldn't really see because it's curled up around your chest, but now I see it. I was like, yeah, that's the proof. Come on, man.
Oh man,
that wasn't a bad movie.
No, that Superbad was hilarious. Yeah. So, all right, here we goes. First, we just started first thing on your mind, which is perfect timing because your takes on it always beautiful. So, first story: workers rescued after getting trapped in chocolate tank. Moby.
Chocolate tank.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Ew, chocolate tank. I'm gonna need you to clarify what a chocolate tank is.
It's what it said. AG.
You want me to say? It's my turn.
Yeah.
It was some sexual stuff going on. It had to be it, man. I'm telling you, when you said that, all I could think about was R. Kelly.
Oh no!
Somebody had some underage kids, and they didn't
Oh
walk the
God!
walk. They
Wow.
they in a vat of chocolate.
About to say,
I mean,
if chocolate tank is what the kids are calling it, I'm way out of touch now.
Wow.
Hey,
So,
chocolate factory.
nah, bro.
Gunning.
That was good. You see what I did there? That was pretty good. Huh?
Oh,
Come on, man.
R. Kelly and the Chocolate Factory. Let's
Hey,
get it.
man.
All right. So, workers rescued after getting trapped in a chocolate tank. 2 people were rescued after getting trapped in a large tank of chocolate in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Emergency crews confirmed on Thursday. They got trapped in the tank at a Mars Wrigley plant in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Apparently, they just fell into the tank. It was waist deep in chocolate.
How you fall in the tank?
Well,
Were
I
you?
think they were high up and they fell into the tank. Now,
I mean,
it doesn't say what
I
they were
understand how
doing.
falling works, but like, what?
I understand how falling works.
Just making sure you did understand that. Why, how they, like what they were doing to fall in the tank, it does not state. But it happened at 2:00. So I assume they were just walking. Maybe somebody tripped, tried to grab somebody else, and they both fell into the chocolate tank. They weren't badly hurt, and they were taken to the hospital.
Of course not. It was chocolate.
I mean, my assumption is it's one of those big tanks like the Joker fell in when he became the Joker and stuff. So
I think they were trying to get an unauthorized taste, and they fell in being foolish.
well, they got full taste after that, and I hope they drained that chocolate and did something else with it. Because
don't
if
be
that
surprised.
if that went to the candy, somebody gonna get like a, I don't know,
some
some
M&Ms that taste like ass. Yeah.
Assonyms, M&S.
Next story.
Grandpa Joe, that deadbeat. Wow, what? Screw Grandpa Joe. What the
Hey
hell?
man,
That's his
am I the only one that like really despises Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Like, I hate that movie, like with a passion.
What's
Every
wrong with it?
version, I don't know. Every version of it bothers me. Every version of it bothers me.
I mean, does it remind you of something?
I just
No.
thought it was a dumbass movie.
That's what it is for me too. I just don't see the appeal in it.
And the book was dumb too. I just wasn't a fan. I mean,
So you
because
spent time to see the movie and read the book, and you still thought it was you didn't stop at the first thing you read or saw?
I mean, I read it when I was younger, like because in school they make you read shit, so I actually had to read it. But
they
they
wait. The way you just said that, as if that was a shock. And, in school they make you read shit.
yeah. I mean, I'm just being honest about it.
They
So-
make you read shit.
So
It's like you don't
What
know
else
who
are they
you-
supposed to do in school? Like,
It's like you
it's
don't
supposed
know
to
who
teach
you're
you some
dealing with,
shit,
man.
but it's whatever. But no, I read it, wasn't a fan. I watched the movie, really wasn't a fan. I don't know why I watched the movie after I hated the book, but what are you gonna do? It's dumb. I
them
mean,
damn Oompa Loompas were scary when I was a kid, man.
yeah, that's not cool.
I was like, I wish I would see an Oompa Loompa. I have to pull out one of them things.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Bomani Jones, and I gotta add to the gun vernacular because Dominique Foscor said something that was really funny. He said biscuits.
Oh yeah, the biscuits.
I didn't know.
Hammers, them blickers. That there's so many slang terms for guns, and you just kind of got to read the context clues to understand what they're talking about.
I thought about you and lost it. I was in the car. I almost had to pull over. That was so funny. He said, "Yeah,
Oh,
man, pull out
Jesus.
one of them biscuits." I was like, "Hey, that's what he must mean by two piece in a biscuit."
Ah,
I'm just
this is Teach AG today. Teach AG. All right.
hey man, I'm learning.
Second story. Cowboys lasso loose cow on Oklahoma City highway. AG.
Normal.
Moby.
What's the story?
I mean,
I mean, what's the story?
And they lasted that shit. But the cowboy rode his horse, so he was actually on a horse.
Again,
and
normal.
he lasted on a horse. I mean, Oklahoma, I guess it is. But
I mean, like if you'd said
anywhere.
that happened in DC, or if you'd have been like, yeah, Detroit,
then that's the story.
Yeah, that's the story. But I mean, Oklahoma, I mean, all right, that's a Tuesday, right?
It's a Tuesday.
I'm just saying, if you herd cattle for a living in a place like that, one gets away, you got to do what you got to do. That's a lot of money.
I mean, that's true. And the quote was, "You got to be patient and wait for a good opportunity." And I was like, "Yeah, you set that damn cow free so you can ride your horse on the road, bitch."
I wouldn't think so.
All right. Overturned truck loses 7,700 pounds of frozen pies on Illinois highway. Moby.
They trying to bankrupt Patti LaBelle.
You see how I can't come behind that? I mean, who thinks of that, man? They trying to bankrupt Patti LaBelle. Everything
pies, baby.
Man.
Oh God! One of these days, man. One of these days, this segment's going to actually stay on script, but never.
I thought that was the script. You said first thing,
exactly.
Like when you said
exactly
5, for some reason, all I was thinking about was Patty. Like,
AG.
I can't say anything else after that. I don't know how do you expect me to come behind these things. I think it's abusive. So, it's like he says something that good, and then you're like, "AG, really, bro? Really?"
I'll make sure to leave the whip around. Whip
you need to start with me first, so he can bring up the rear, because I can't come behind this dude.
Damn, Sarah Lee feeling frisky. Said Patty ain't about to mess up my game.
Oh God. So Illinois State Police, there is hours of delays Monday morning after overturned semi-trailer spills 7,700 pounds of frozen pies onto a stretch of highway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, would it have been bad of me if I got out of my truck and got some of those? I mean, they are frozen, man.
I mean, you had to get
I couldn't tell my wife
police.
that because she wouldn't eat them.
Nah. Yeah,
No?
them things are all over the ground too.
I'm just saying, man, all you gotta do is it's in the box.
You trying to justify fictitious pies that you ain't even stole. You trying to talk yourself.
Oh God. I mean,
I'll have you know, sir, they are not they are not fictitious.
You're like, hey, I didn't steal them. They was laying out. So.
Wow.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Thank you, sir. Because once they come off that truck, it's a free for all, brother.
Yeah, Moco Cowboy. Bouquet says they expect losses of $5 due to this accident.
You mean banquet?
He said, yeah, whatever. I don't know what I said.
You said bouquet. I was like, where are the flowers?
Yeah, reading is interesting today. All right.
Hold on. So school made you read shit, and now reading is interesting. Bro, what is your problem with read, man? Are these books behind me offending you right now? You having some bad childhood memories? I gotta read shit.
He doesn't identify as a reader. I'm just saying.
Oh God, I hate both of you right now.
Yo, how you get these stories if you don't like read?
This is never gonna end.
Wow. So there's a segment end, maybe, hopefully.
Oh my God.
All right, next story. Man prevented from graduating over a $4.80 fee receives diploma 60 years later.
Pay your bills.
All right. Moby.
Damn, that's school worse than Sprint right there. Like Sprint used to cut a motherfucker off for 8 cents. These motherfuckers said you not graduating, bro. Like your diploma is not worth $4.
Hey, you know what? And he can read.
Oh God.
I mean, maybe he can read, but maybe he can't count, because at some point in time, like, bro, borrow $4 from somebody, man.
Tell him, man, pay your bills.
Yeah.
Just saying.
A 78-year-old California man walked across stage alongside his high school class of 2022 to accept diploma that spent 6 years locked away in a filing cabinet.
Wait a minute, back up a minute.
Hold on.
You mean to tell me this dude in the 40 years, 42
1962.
years.
He couldn't graduate in 1962.
You mean he made $4?
Because he was suspended 5 days before the end of the semester and missed a final exam. And then he made up the exam over the summer, but he was told he wouldn't be given his diploma until he paid $4.80 for a book he failed to return.
You know, this is one of those times where I don't care who you are, he deserved that.
Over the years, I complained to my kids a number of times about how $4.80 kept me from having my diploma.
Why don't you pay the money?
Yeah, at some point in time, I'm not even mad at him no more.
It's principle.
If he complained to his kids about it, why his kids ain't just be like, "Yo, pops, here's $5, man." Like, bro, like at some point in time, I'm tired of hearing your goddamn story about $4.80, man. Here's $5 and go graduate, man.
Hey,
like, you mean to tell me you paid more for this McDonald's Happy Meal than your goddamn diploma?
Well, hey, Ruben, you know you did a good job when this is never going to end, right?
I mean, but here's the fun part about it.
There is no fun part about this. $4.80, 60 years.
Yeah, he still
paid more in storage fees, bro.
He still didn't pay it. The school invited him to finally accept his diploma.
You know why? Because they was tired of holding that junk, man. They was about to start charging him late fees for picking up his damn diploma.
And on top of it, they gave him his original diploma. They didn't make up no new shit. They gave him that old crusty ass diploma that they had for 60 years.
You think he deserved someone on brand new paper? I'm not wasting parchment on that. That's trifling as hell. You can take this old dusty one.
And just probably faded. Probably can't even see his name.
I don't care. $4. Did you give me my $4?
The school probably done changed his name.
Man.
School's probably named after a Confederate general. They probably done changed their name already.
Hey, it started as Stonewall Jackson, now it's MLK. I don't care. Pay your $5.
Nah, it's actually San Gabriel High School. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And the last one.
That's cold. Put his McDonald's wrapping paper. That's cold.
I know, right?
Not unless it's got cheese on it. It's got cheese on it. It's something else.
That's disgusting.
It's not, man. You don't pick the cheese. Come on, man. The cheese paper is dope. Don't even try it. You know you pick the cheese. Don't even worry about it. Go ahead.
Anybody who don't eat the cheese off of a paper is a psycho. I'm just like, you a psycho, bro. If you looked at that melted cheese on the paper after you just devoured whatever you just ate, and you said, you know what, F that cheese, I'm gonna throw it away. You are a damn lunatic. Like something is wrong with you.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
You're the catalyst in all of this. I don't even know why
I don't get cheese on my sandwiches.
See, that's a different thing there. If you don't get cheese on your sandwich, then there's no cheese on the paper. But if you had got cheese on the sandwich and there's melted cheese on the paper, you're gonna pick that damn cheese.
Exactly.
All right. I'll take y'all word for it.
I'm telling you, man, you ever in a restaurant, if you ever in a fast food place and you see somebody just ball that shit up with the cheese up there, that dude done got some bodies on him, man. He done killed some people before, man. or I don't want to be sexist, or she's killed some people before. There's some bodies somewhere.
Hey, you know the irony of all this? He probably got a biscuit on him. See what I did there?
I'm gonna force this vernacular to work.
Hey, man, you know when you first learn something, you got to use it all the time. That's me. Hi.
I gotta try it out now.
Y'all
try it out. I'm gonna use it all the time. Biscuit.
Oh God. I got no words. I just got no words. All right, I'm going.
I thought that was the last story.
No, I said this last story, but I haven't been to get it out because y'all talk about biscuits.
We're ruining the show.
Damn it. So last one, and I'm gonna start with Moby first. Sorry, AG.
Oh my God.
He got hit first. Colorado police stop trying to take selfies with loose moose. Moby.
Hold on. Say that again.
Colorado police stop trying to take. Well, he's Colorado police. And now in quotes, stop trying to take selfies with loose moose.
So that part was in quote saying
Yeah.
to stop trying to take selfies
Yes.
with loose moose.
Yes.
I think some Caucasian is coming right now.
That's actually what I was thinking. I was like, I think some Caucasian names are coming next, right?
We haven't gotten that far
When
yet.
you get to the story, there's going to be what, a Zach?
I don't know. AG. AG, what's
Again, I can't. I just can't.
So police in a Colorado town are pleading with the public to quote stop taking selfies unquote with a moose that's on the loose in the area. They posted a short video to Facebook showing the moose that wandered into town walking down a road with a police escort. The wildlife officials are making plans to relocate the massive animal. Quote, please stop. Please keep a safe distance further than you would. Sorry. Quote, please keep a safe distance in parentheses further than you would think is safe. If you encounter the moose, please stop trying to take selfies with wildlife. Unquote.
So wait a minute, they're trying to relocate him?
Well, they got him and they're trying to relocate him.
I mean, it sounds like they need to let him stay there because he's a celebrity in that town, man.
Well, somebody, I think Dre from VA called him Bullwinkle. So
I mean, at some point in time, they probably do got look. Why you gonna relocate him? He seems like he's well adjusted there, man.
The department then asked the members of the public to keep their dogs leash as not to frighten the moose. I mean, they don't want the moose impaling people and shit.
I'm just saying. Anybody on this panel, if y'all saw a moose, would y'all be like, I gotta go take a selfie with that?
Hell no.
I would go hide behind the biggest, tallest, hardest thing I could because a moose is a dangerous animal. I don't even understand.
I mean, apparently not this one, because if they've got to say please stop, that means that they have already seen some people taking selfies with this moose, and you ain't hear nobody dying. So that's what I'm saying. Why relocate this moose? He's adjusted. They adjusted him. He peoples now.
He peoples. Is he invited to the cookout?
He probably chilling at the cookout right now.
Who's cookout?
Somebody would put raisins in potato salad.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I guess he ain't chilling at my cookout. Get the fuck out. I ain't got time for that shit. So that is the last of.
You sure?
Yes, I'm
All right.
positive.
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was hilarious.
First thing on your mind. All right. Now we got a segment of Hey Ladies.
Yes,
with
sir.
AG.
Yeah, this is called Forget Me Nots.
Forget me not.
Yes. So, women can remember things you did wrong, right, whatever it is, 3 years ago and throw it in your face like, what? Why did I say that? And you're like, okay, that's cool. I ain't mad, whatever. But it's funny how they don't remember how to do things like this. Wear my favorite outfit. Make my favorite meal. Well, I'll give you a pass on that because your ass can't cook anyway. Protect me from your family. Give me a Father's Day that I wanted instead of the one you think I should have. Not make me choose between my mother and you. Appreciate me for the life I help you give us. I'm sure I could go on, but I forgot. So that is the Hey Ladies. Now I'm going to open it up to y'all. See what y'all think of that list.
All right, I'm gonna get on out of here.
I was gonna give Moby a pass because he is married.
I wouldn't
want him to be in trouble.
I can say this. I can definitely say this. At my house growing up, Dad always got the big piece of chicken. So, I mean, at least my mom was like, yeah, he get the big piece of chicken. There was no question on that. We didn't. Yeah, what? It came with 2 breasts. Nah. Those are Dad's pieces. We ain't had choices. They gave us the damn thighs because Mom liked the wing. It's either thighs or the drumstick, and yeah, it's what it is, man. In my house, anyway. I can't speak for nobody else. What about you, Moby? What about your house, man? You get the 2 breasts on the chicken,
Bruh, I have no comment on any of this.
But dude, before you left the building twice, I was gonna give you a pass, man. I want you to answer this because the first thing I'm gonna see is somebody pop up on the comments talking about some nasty stuff. I'll be like,
W Brown
"Ooh,
81.
I mean, forget me nots. Like, oh, the only thing that I've ever, in probably almost any relationship, the only thing that seems to ever get forgotten is when I do something right.
well, that was on the list.
So, I mean,
So you just a blank slate around your own house?
no,
You're not
no. Like, see, what you don't understand, Ruben, is when you've been in a game like this, there is zero record of any time I've actually scored. There's only penalties.
Actually, I disagree. There are 2 records.
No.
Scored.
That's just proof that I had scored at some point in time. That's it. And when they do something right, she takes credit for all of that. I mean, think about it. Whether she takes credit for it or not, the kids do. What was that old Bill Cosby skit? Like, the dad teaches the boy how to do all these things, run, work out, and he scores a touchdown. Was the first thing he says, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah, I don't like that.
Reaching to you right now.
I don't like that, man. That's messed up. Especially,
So look, man, as a guy,
you got dad.
There's no record of me ever doing anything well. There's only record or memories of me messing up. That's it.
Right.
It's a dynamic. If you really pay attention, there is a dynamic. That's the whole point behind this. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to change somebody. That's not, because you're talking about a power structure. Things are different. If you're a woman, you have certain superpowers. If you're a dude, you have certain superpowers. And then affairs of the heart, you have no superpowers. Now, I'm fortunate. I don't have to go through that as a married person. However, I have dated that before, and I have witnessed it before, and it's awful. However, you right now, you can make choices, so you best make a good one. But because I'm telling you,
are you talking about me?
Yes. Before you get married, just letting you know. But in the end, it's really ironic how a woman can do that. I mean, 6 months from now, you say something she doesn't like, whether she says she doesn't like it or not, and then 6 months from now, she'll bring it up, and you're like, "What?"
Well, I understand that.
Well,
I don't have to be married to hear about that shit.
But if you really think about it, if you really look at the game film, it's a whole lot of stuff women forget about. It's a whole lot of stuff that they just ain't gonna do just because they ain't gonna do it.
And we wrong when we bring it up.
There it is. Just saying.
Yeah, because when we bring it up, it's you need to grow up. You need to get over it. Why you bringing up old shit?
Yep. And the biggest one, when you critique a woman, not everyone, but a lot of them, if you critique a woman, you're automatically a misogynist. Just letting you know. So be careful.
Oh, I guess I know where I'm at.
And look, this isn't I don't want this to turn into He-Man woman haters. Like
club.
No club. Just because I feel like if I say club, somebody might say that's advocating violence.
Or not being inclusive.
Yeah, that too. But no, hey ladies, like it's okay every now and then just to remember one thing he did right and say it out loud when he can hear you. Makes a world of a difference, man. It makes a world of difference. Like literally, all I need is like one statement a year of doing something well. I'm pretty good.
And the funny thing about that, what he said was, if you do it the one time and you reach your ratio, or you reach your quota, he will run through walls for you just on that one time. But a lot of times it still doesn't get done. So just letting you know. Like I said, personally, I don't have to deal with this anymore.
I heard the other day, like she looked at me and she said, "Thanks for always taking care of us." And like the first thing I thought was, what the hell she do wrong?
Well, what does she want?
And then the second thing was like, what did I do? And then after it sunk in that she was just like throwing a blanket generic, hey, good job out there, man, I felt great for like, until now. When
You said
What
until now.
What happened like 15 minutes ago? What the fuck?
no, man, it's happened like a week ago, man.
I'm
telling
sorry,
you, man.
I'm sorry we
it's
ruined
easy-
that for you.
It's easy to sustain, man. It sustains for a long time, man.
All right. Good
So that's
stuff.
hey, ladies, we're good.
Appreciate you. All right, Moby, time to go to that uncharted land that we don't necessarily like. But
Oh,
they
nice.
keep what? Executive producer?
Yeah. She
Okay.
said she told me thanks for being nice to her today. She gave me a compliment because she heard me talking. Hey, but look, smile. I'm good now. Like
He's good for another 7 days.
Hey, actually, it's probably like 10 because she did it live and other people heard it. So,
well, I mean, I said it.
yeah.
I snitched on her, but yeah,
Well, we heard her. So, hey, awesome. So, time for some foreign affairs, Moby.
U.S. stops to Georgia.
I love that sigh right before the U.S. Georgia.
You gotta
Yeah,
pat
man.
You gotta
Like,
pat in the side.
no, man, I gotta hold on. I gotta be serious for a second. So, I have a lot of trends when I'm looking for stories, and most of them.
That's true, and I don't know what to do about that either.
What?
I don't know.
I was reading it too. Yeah, the reflection.
0243. I'm sorry to interrupt, but AG, you have an amazing setup in your glasses.
I saw that. I was like, what?
Oh
right.
man.
So I have a lot of trends up here. Like it seems like every Florida story involves like some crime that is just takes so much creativity that I think it can only be made up in Florida.
And pulling out them things.
It involves somebody pulling out one of them things or some random motorized vehicle like story. And this week I was like, well, I'm gonna try to do something different.
Good luck
And
with
then
that.
I realized this was Florida. So I mean, there was nothing else for me to do. So I found 3 stories that are just like all the other damn stories.
Well, first of all, before you even get started, why do you even try? That's
look,
energy
man,
you'll never get back.
I'm trying to bring variety though, but like it's so hard because like this territorial Florida, man, it's like they only produce those type of stories. And I mean, look, I know there's some good shit that happens in Florida, like once a week, I'm sure.
Hey, they had the
whole state.
They had the Summer Olympics, the Special Olympics there in Florida this past week. That's a good thing.
And see, I had a really bad joke I was gonna say right when you said
I'm glad you did.
but I decided not to. I'm just gonna let it go
Let
and
it
I'm
go.
gonna get into my story.
Yep.
So all right, I got 3 ones and I'm gonna bang through them real quick and I'm gonna stay on theme. So we gotta go with a random motorized vehicle. So
Again,
yes, a woman in Florida was chased in the airport by a police officer on her motorized suitcase.
what?
What?
First of all, I know there was such a thing as a motorized suitcase.
Yeah.
Second of all, that shit was powerful enough to drive.
Hey, literally on the body cam footage of the police officer, he was like, "Hey, man, that thing moves pretty fast." So a chick whose name is Chelsea, based on the police officer saying her name multiple times, was trying to board a plane, and they would not let her on the plane because she was lit. She was leaning. There was alcohol oozing. Like I could see how drunk she was. Like her blood alcohol level was fucked up. That's how drunk she was. Like
It's words.
Oh God.
So, and the police officer was really nice. Was like, hey, we're gonna have to tell you to go back to the lobby. You're gonna have to get another flight. We can't let you get on the plane disintoxicated. And he was like, so could you just go back? And she's sitting on the suitcase and just rolls off. And
She
then
just rolls off.
and they're trying to get her to keep going back, but she still is trying to get on the plane. So they finally get it. She flips the police officer off and then rolls away. And then this officer is on a bike riding behind her, going, "Hey man, that thing actually moves pretty fast." And then the officer was super nice to her, man. Was like, "Hey Chelsea," calling my name, like, "Hey Chelsea, just go back. We can't have you in a secure area. You're just gonna have to catch another flight, And she just kept trying to get on. And finally, they did have to arrest her. They had to detain her. But like literally, this chick was riding on her suitcase away. There's a video clip of it. It's awesome.
I need that.
She was just riding away on a suitcase. And
I need to know who made that.
That can't happen in no other place.
Hell no, that's awesome though. But I mean, yeah, AG. I mean, your setup is awesome.
But I mean, he can see the setup through my glasses.
Yeah, and he said that mic though. I mean, yeah.
But I always was like tripping about the whole reflection thing, but I can't see it without him. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's dope. That means he took a picture and enlarged it, or enlarged his screen. That's still dope.
Hey Dre, that's actually a good question. I wonder what, because obviously she was gonna take the bag on with her. So I don't know if she would have been charged extra for a carry-on, but
you can carry. You can carry.
So you get to carry.
I'm just trying to figure out how she got a motorized damn. Like,
hey, she was sitting on that thing rolling, man.
First of all, I want to go to Amazon and see if I can get a motorized suitcase. That's so dope. It is powerful enough for you to sit on it and ride away from the cops.
I mean, they just running. So I
guess they're on a bike. Did he say he was on a bike?
Yeah, the officer was on a bike. Wow. I mean, he wasn't like in high speed pursuit. Like he could have caught her at any point in time. But like, it's just a shock. It was just funny when he was like, "Man, that thing actually moves pretty fast." So, all right, right on theme. So, the next story, I'm just gonna read the headline: Naked man sprays people with fire extinguisher in Florida high-rise.
Okay, back up. You did say naked, right?
Once you said naked man, I was like, this is some Florida shit, boy. God bless.
So apparently in a high-rise building in Florida, a man pulled the fire alarm on the 12th floor, causing an evacuation. And as people were evacuating, he was spraying them with the fire extinguisher.
And he was naked.
And then somebody reports, we witnessed the naked man running with a fire hydrant, and the naked man was being chased by a group of people. So apparently all these people that he had sprayed weren't going to take that shit. And the only thing that would have made this more Florida is if somebody would have pulled out one of them things.
A biscuit.
No. No, AG.
Well, hey, if he would have had one of them things, would it have been a limp biscuit?
I don't know. It depends on if he was getting it would have depended if he was getting off on spraying people with a fire thing. I don't know, man, but that was good. I see what you did there. That was good.
I mean, but can we stop for a second? Black Morticia Adams.
That was
maybe
hilarious.
it was emotional baggage.
I wanted to say it so bad, but I didn't want to interrupt nobody. That was so good.
Emotional baggage. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Are you sorry, really? That was funny.
I mean, I'm sorry for interrupting him. Because I am sorry for interrupting him. But yeah, this shit was funny.
Bag lady. You gonna hurt yourself dragging all them bags like that. All right, so the last one.
And Nova, I don't know how fire extinguishers work on people's skin. I guess.
No, it can cause chemical burn, chemical reaction.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been sprayed with a fire extinguisher. Yeah, all I know is I just kicked the dude in the nuts.
Well, apparently some people were trying to because he was running. So he apparently he was fast. He wasn't weighed down by a tire. So that's probably how he got away.
Well, when you don't have a lot of weight down there, it's probably easier to run.
So the last story, and first of all, there are two things about this story that I didn't know were things. One, I had never heard of the idea of magnet fishing. Have y'all ever heard of magnet fishing?
Not magnet fishing.
Yes.
I gotta hear.
So apparently you have a magnet and you drop it in the water and you see what type of content you can pick up on the bottom of the water.
Oh,
Any
okay.
metal content.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay,
Makes sense. So in Florida, a grandfather took his grandson. They decided, hey, we're going to try the magnet fish.
He found some
And-
things, didn't he?
No, he didn't just find some things, Ruben. Like if look, I would have been cool. I would have been cool if he'd have pulled up like a 9. He pulled up a random 48, 45, 38 revolver. So no, not in Dade County. This motherfucker found. They pulled up 2 sniper rifles.
What? Like sniper, like hit you from like 1,000 meters away?
Like 2 sniper rifles. Grandson reeled in a damn sniper rifle.
That's dope.
That's
so
even
dope.
crazier than the dude with the crossbow last week. Oh my goodness.
But once again, man, we're on theme. And the moral of the story is you can't give Florida access to the rest of the country because they do dumb shit on motorized vehicles, or they make up motorized vehicles. They always trying to pull something out and spray something with it.
Damn you, AG. Damn you.
And man, you can just find them things anywhere in Florida, apparently.
Damn AG.
And not just any things, like sophisticated things. Like, yo, we can't let motherfuckers in the rest of the country who just can randomly find sniper rifles.
I mean,
in
come
the
on,
water.
man. It was Dade County, bro. Like, really? Are we really that shocked?
Okay.
Oh, we just shocked as fucking.
No, Ruben. I'm glad you said that. So, look, I am not.
That's a very good point, Trey. That is a
Ain't no hunting there.
And see, and that's exactly what I was about to get at, Ruben. I'm about to say, when you say you're surprised, I'm about to say, look, when you talk about, I'm not the expert on all things hood. I'm not.
All things hood.
Yeah, I am not a project aficionado.
I know they don't need sniper rifles.
I'm not a Section 8 captain or anything like that. But what I do know is usually when I hear about shootings going on in urban, low-class areas, you hear about a 9, 45, 22. I ain't never heard nobody be like, yeah, there was a shooting in Gilpin Court with a sniper rifle. Like, I'm just saying, so when you like, well, are you surprised it's Dade County? Yes, I'm fucking surprised. Who the hell has a sniper rifle in the hood? You're not that far away from nobody.
2 sniper rifles. But, can I say something real quick before we continue on? Fuck AG.
What I do?
Look, man. Stop trying to sit here and pass on your knowledge to our listeners, man. Look, now they saying that shit. Stop it.
No, I'm not passing on knowledge. I'm bringing up the rear. I have learned so much from y'all, especially Mo B. It's like, so when I put 2 and 2 together, said Dominic Foxworth.
Thank you for saying that, because I did not say biscuit. Nope.
No, he didn't say biscuit. But when you said I remember a few times you said, yeah, he gave him the 2-piece and a biscuit. I was like, now
I don't think
those are 2 different references. 2 different references.
Yeah, 2 different
I
references.
realized that, but when I heard it, I thought of him immediately. Because like you said, there's so many names for a gun.
Yeah. But
except for
I think you got to have a special name when you got 2 fucking sniper rifles just in the damn water. Like,
well, in Florida's defense, which is
awesome.
I can't even believe I'm saying this right now, but in Florida's defense, there are lots of activity that would call for a sniper rifle, and when you want to get rid of it after the job is completed, there's nothing like the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Mexico, depending on what side of Florida you reside or you have done this job. So I will say that. I'm just saying you have to consider all of these things.
I mean,
AG, I'm just trying to figure out, like, in Dade County, who out here hiring assassins? Like, bruh, hits in the hood aren't generally that sophisticated, man.
bro.
I realize that. Look.
This ain't
Just
Bad
hear me
Boys
out.
3, dog. This ain't Bad Boys 3.
Just hear me out. What better place to hide or rid yourself of a weapon that's illegal than someplace the cops would never go to look? Like you said, who in the hood number one, could afford or would have the reason to have a sniper rifle? Who? Nobody. So you would never go there to find. I'm just saying, in Florida's defense, I just want to try to, cover all my angles here. I'm just saying. So it's clear to say this episode is being brought to us by them things, biscuits, and patty pies.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
think you're right, man. Sarah Lee is probably feeling some type of way at this point.
Yeah. And Nova, I appreciate you, but yo, man, I appreciate you trying to PG this up.
Yeah, that was funny.
This ain't a PG type of show.
It really isn't.
I mean, we ain't throwing F-bombs out and stuff like that, but we appreciate the fact that
the grandfather headlined it by saying, "We ended up finding 2 pounds of scrap metal and 40 pounds of guns." He said, "I figured since it was our first time, it was just beginner's luck."
Oh God!
Oh man!
Once again, U.S. stops at Georgia because if you find yourself feeling lucky that you reeled in 2 sniper rifles, hey, that's not a part of this country, man. That's. I still say we should trade it for Puerto Rico, man.
Well, we already have Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I mean, make Puerto Rico state, Florida U.S. territory.
So still 50 states, just change them out.
Just change it out.
You said,
look, I ain't trying to stop nobody from going to Disney. I ain't trying to stop nobody from going to South Beach. I don't want you to have to go get a passport for all that. I just think we need to monitor who we let in and out of Florida a little bit better.
All right. We appreciate you, Moby, for another trip down to international.
Look, Grand Theft Auto, mission complete, $15,000.
Yeah, I mean, Grandpa picked out 2 sniper rifles. That's awesome,
bro. He said it was He thought it was beginner's luck, bro. I just figured it was beginner's luck. He probably went back there the next day, like, I wonder what I find today.
Exactly. In that statement, there was no. Hey, man! In the statement he made, there was no alarm in his voice. Not even a little bit.
Money.
Not even a little bit.
So we're testing a brand new segment on the show. Yeah, it wasn't my idea, but if it's better if I run it because y'all two are funny. So
actually, before we even get started, I want to give credit where credit is actually due. The reason why I pitched this to Ruben is because of Mo B. Because one of the funniest things he says, he doesn't say it often because it doesn't come around to that very often. But when he says, he said, "Man, he did that shit." Oh my God, funny.
Man,
yes,
sometimes that's just weird. It's just where it lands. Like he did that shit.
So the new segment is called hashtag They Did That Shit. So basically what'll happen is I have a couple articles and the AG and MoB will say whether they did that shit or not. All right. We're going to start off with something easy. False claims spread online about Paul Pelosi's DUI arrest. Now, apparently Paul Pelosi is the husband of that crazy woman, Nancy Pelosi. And yes, I say it that way because don't get it twisted. I respect Nancy, but she crazy. So basically, apparently, he got a DUI in Napa Valley, California. And they said that he pretty much got off. But then AP pretty much said that, they're still reviewing the case and stuff like that. Now, he got pulled over. They say, because everything's kind of questionable at this moment, because they have not arrested him. He was driving a 2021 Porsche into an intersection near the town of Yountville, and a driver in a 2014 Jeep crashed into the vehicle. According to the authorities, the driver of the Jeep was not arrested, no injuries reported, but they said Pelosi could face misdemeanor charges driving under influence and driving with a blood alcohol level of 0.008 or higher. Now, he was released on $5,000 bail, and he said he ain't did it. AG, did he do that shit?
He did that shit. And the idea that this is going to be a misdemeanor lets me know he got juice. He did that shit.
Moby?
I mean, it's so easy just to say he did that shit.
Here he goes.
I mean, it is, but
Here he goes. He can't leave well enough alone.
I just saying, like,
Now he is 82.
What? Yeah, I guess so. How you gonna be that old? Never mind.
I mean, yeah, he did that shit, but I mean, no, I mean, he did that shit, but like, we don't really have them. Come on, man. Usually they leak like what his blood alcohol content was.
Which they did say what it was. They just said he could possibly get it because it was 0.08 or higher.
Or higher.
They didn't say what it was.
Which means he was about half a shot away from dying, probably.
I mean, he's 82.
Because usually when you just barely be over it, they'll say that shit in the story. When they say, "Oh, he was above it," nah, he probably don't even remember the damn accident.
Oh, by the way, there's a correction. I was tripping about the misdemeanor. We have our own barrister apparently, because Dre from VA schooled us, or me. He's like, DUI first and second are misdemeanors, not a felony until you get your third. Did not realize that.
I hope that's not personal experience, because I don't know.
No, he probably wasn't. He seems like a pretty smart guy.
Okay.
It's not the first smartest thing he said.
And he probably got driving on a motorized suitcase. Yeah, they call that a 2021 Porsche. So, all right. So y'all both think he did that shit. All right. Number 2.
Novo 243 is funny. Okay, what's the second one?
It's on top shit. That is funny.
It is really funny.
Dealing with Nancy. Yeah. You cover court cases for your job? I thought you worked in the school.
I did too. That's why I thought. Yes. Well, see, there you go, man. He's pretty smart guy.
English and American slang is confusing.
It's confusing to us too.
Yeah,
so it is.
And we try to speak it. Try. All right. So Coca Cola isn't making cans, urging people to be, quote, less white, unquote. So apparently, the claim was that Coca Cola is making soda cans printed with the phrase, quote, try to be less white, unquote. Now, Coke said, nah, we didn't do that shit. And then the official Coke Twitter was like, nah, somebody did that shit. And they said no such can has been produced. But, I mean, there's been some, photos surface, about it. So, I mean, AG, they do that shit.
I'm going to give Coca-Cola a pass on this. I don't think they did.
All right, Moby.
Goddamn well they didn't do that shit. But
you can't do it. You can't leave.
I'm just saying, but if they did do that shit would be funny as hell. And I might even go grab a Coke and a smile.
And this is a diabetic telling you that. So just saying.
Hey, could you imagine they putting that on a Coke Zero can? Coke Zero, be less white.
That's just so horrible right there. So apparently the phrase try to be less white was used on a slide on a presentation, part of a larger diversity course that has been removed. So their employees were never required to take it. And Coca-Cola said time, but the presentation was not part of the company's own diversity training curriculum. However, yes, it has been on something, but it wasn't about the diversity shit. Which is all funny because this is bullshit.
I mean, in all fairness, haven't like young white people been trying to be less white anyway?
Nah, they just going to. There's a
no. They try to be less white until like it's really convenient to be white.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think they're trying to be more black, not less white. Just like that thing you sent me.
Yeah.
They're trying to be more black, not less white. Then there is a difference.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's trying to be less white, or I don't know if I'm just gonna sound terrible for saying this. Like, I don't know if it's that they're trying to be more black. I think they just realized that being less white makes them seem a little bit more cool. because
Go ahead, say
really-
it. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead,
go and
say
say
it.
what? I'm
You
just
know what you
saying,
gonna
like
say?
we've already established it before. Like the marker of cool is determined by pigmentation. Like
He
if
said it
people
before many
if
times.
people with pigmentation are doing it, it's cool. Now it's not necessarily cool for us to do it, but it makes it cool.
All right.
I mean, he ain't wrong. I'm just saying. I mean, I think we're just splitting hairs right now. We're saying the same thing.
I'm just saying I would buy that can.
Coke and a smile.
I would buy that can.
Oh man, yeah, the boards are just it's just crazy right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nova 0243 is
Well, but here's
I'm
the
trying to
thing,
figure out
man.
what the disco ball reference is.
I don't know. They'll probably tell you in a second. But I mean, the truth about it is, let's just be real. For whatever reason, somebody in the late '80s, early '90s decided to come up with something called what was that stupid language called that they made up in California?
You mean
Ebonics?
Ebonics?
What the fuck? How about? I mean, we can't even learn the English that we're supposed to learn, and you try to teach me something else.
Ruben, I feel like you don't understand what Ebonics. People
You're right,
weren't
I
trying.
don't.
People weren't trying to teach Ebonics as a language. People were saying Ebonics was a dialect of American English. Basically, it was just somebody noticed that there were actual rules on the way people were using incorrect grammar in American English. Therefore, if there's a set of rules and consistencies in it, then it becomes a dialect of a language. People weren't trying to teach you how to speak Ebonics. They were saying Ebonics was already established based on the predetermined rules that people had for using their incorrect grammar of English. So I know you get so high and mighty and just hate the idea of Ebonics, but like we don't really speak English. We speak
No, we don't.
American.
Yeah,
We speak American.
Clearly, we don't speak English. Like you ain't got to tell me that. I mean,
Class is in session, y'all.
all
That
I'm
was
saying
good.
is,
That
I
was
mean,
good.
and then we started taking vowels out of words. So it's fun.
We've been taking vowels and consonants out the language since its establishment.
Y'all just said was what I was going to say about what's on your mind.
Has thus established anything differently? Like we don't talk like that anymore. We've been taking vowels and consonants out of words forever. Like language is forever evolving.
Oh man, Nova's a man. I don't understand either. I need more caffeine myself.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
If you want to know what Ebonics is, it's basically us speaking grammatically incorrect. Using incorrect tenses.
It's like English is hip hop and Ebonics is whatever kids are listening to nowadays.
Wow.
I mean,
he lied.
Yeah, I mean that's
Hey, man.
Nova. It wouldn't matter if you were from anywhere in America either. Like nobody quite understands what Ebonics is. Like it's just somebody somewhere was bored and was like, hey, there are established rules of grammatically incorrect. I bet I could make this a thing.
Oh, so basically my life in a nutshell. I got a shout out to Nova 02. He has spiced up the spicy comment section to start with. So I appreciate you, sir, or ma'am, or they.
Awesome. All right, last one.
Hey, if you Google what is Ebonics, the first thing that pops up, it's not, well, this is Microsoft Bing. The first thing that pops up is black speech. Yo. Its most literal level Ebonics simply means black speech, a blend of words, ebony, black, and phonic sounds.
I have no words right now. I really have no
What
words.
is Ebonics? African American English.
Wow.
But can you defend it though?
No,
it's like you
that's
laughing.
the sad part about it, man. That is ultimately the sad part. We'd all know this is like straight up just dumbass shit, and we can't do nothing about it.
But is it, Ruben?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure Nova's listening to us going, what the hell are y'all talking about? Y'all don't speak English.
No, we don't. Well, we're
This has
gonna
been a
move
good
on.
episode, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god, this is hilarious.
So the last one, Chicago cop who struggled with black woman on beach resigns. So apparently, a white Chicago police officer, who was also captured on video, struggled with a black woman who was walking her dog in a lakefront park, has resigned from the department. Now they put his name up here, but I won't say because that's messed up. Their video showing
Why is it messed up if it's already up there?
I don't know. I just don't feel like saying his name. Video showing the officer grabbing the woman shortly after midnight, August 20, 2021. She walked her French bulldog near at North Avenue Beach, went viral. Apparently, the dog was walking. The parent, and the woman and the dog was walking away the officer as he followed closely, and then, she told the officer not to come closer and to back up because she's isn't wearing a face mask, but he continues to approach and order her to leave the area because it was closed. Moments later, the officer appears to reach for Brown's phone and then grabs her as she can be heard yelling, "Let go," struggles to break free. And then, of course, the mayor says she was quite disturbed by the videos, and the attorneys for the woman alleges that the encounter became violent and it was an obvious case of racial profiling. And the dude said he had enough of this nonsense and scrutiny for doing his job, and he resigned. So, I guess the question is, did he do his job? Did he do that? Did he not do it properly? Did he do that shit improperly or not?
Understanding where that is, the area anyway, her being black in that area
At midnight, walking a dog.
I've been there late at night, and I don't know any places supposed to be closed. Like I said before, I haven't been there in a while, so that might have changed. But again, the biggest thing with me is understanding the area, understanding she's black, and his response to all of it by quitting. He did that shit.
Moby,
I mean, what are we asking?
did he?
I think he. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The question is, like, he quit because he's just like, I was doing my job and whatnot, and she was like, he was harassing me, yada yada yada. So the question
But
is,
it's on video, right?
It's on video.
So what are you asking? Because if it's on video, why are you asking me to say if he did it or not? Because it's on video.
Because apparently they haven't made a decision whether he did that shit or not. Exactly, right? That's
no.
my
I mean,
thought.
no. I still don't get it. I think I'm confused. Like,
so I told you what was.
They're
on
still
the video.
investigating it, but yeah, it's on video. So if it's on video, we could see if he did or did do it.
But yeah, but it's almost a year, and they haven't done anything, and it's still, so it's still being held up.
But see, that's two different things. Like, are the police department gonna do anything about it, or did he do it? It's on video. We know he did it. It's on video. So I'm just trying to figure out what you're asking me. Like,
so she says he harassed her. Okay. He said he was doing his job. So the question is, from what I told you, because that's what the video basically is stating, did he harass her?
Depends on how much pigmentation you have.
Well, I mean, she was black. He wasn't.
No. I'm saying, to answer that question, the answer to that question typically is going to differ based on how much pigmentation the person you asking has. Because for the last, I don't know, almost 40 years of my life, I've been told by white people that when a police officer does something, nothing bad would ever happen to black people if we would just comply.
Okay.
However, based on like laws and rights, we shouldn't have to comply if we've done nothing wrong. Therefore, like, That's why I say the answer to that question depends on how much pigmentation the person you're asking typically has. Because most of the time, I don't really hear too many black people going, "Oh, nothing bad would ever happen if you would just comply." That's generally something that's reserved for people with less pigmentation. Now, I'm not saying all of them feel that way, but I mean, we know he did that shit. It's on video. So, yeah, he did that shit and he quit because he did that shit and it's on video. Like, that's why he quit. Now, we know they ain't going to do shit either. We've got history to prove that. So, they wanted him to quit. He quit. Now they're just going to hope that him quitting is going to be enough to get motherfuckers to shut up.
I mean,
And chances are it will. Like we've got a history of like if you just let enough time pass, most people will shut the hell up about it or move on to the next thing.
well, she's got an attorney, so my assumption is she's probably gonna get some money out of this.
I mean, yeah, they might drop her a few dollars. But yeah, he did that shit. It's on video. And yes, he was doing his job because a lot of them were trained to do that. They were trained to, hey, somebody looks suspicious. Well, suspicion is subjective. To a lot of white people, we look suspicious all the fucking time, no matter what we're doing. Oh, you see that person walking their dog? He's probably about to rob a bank at midnight at a park.
On a fake beach on the lake.
Yeah, on a beach that's not a beach. Yeah,
it's the worst ever, bro. It's not a beach.
All right. So, what's on your mind, AG?
When a Republican tells you that January 6th was the worst thing ever, and it was worse than she ever thought it was, believe her. That is all.
Who are we speaking of?
Liz Cheney.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, depending on which Republican female you're talking about. Because if it was that,
well, the rest of the ones that you're talking about would never say that. That's why.
That's very true. That's why I wanted to know the name. Because I mean, Liz
I figure
Cheney
from
clearly,
that statement, you would probably deduce who it was.
I try not to assume these days.
I understood. Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney. And I'm not saying that she's not a racist, but because she's more about country than she is black people. However, when she said that, I talked to Lauren about it tonight. I was like, when somebody like that says it, and her dad says the same thing, you know it could have been much worse than it was, and understand that all this evil is true. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Yeah, Liz Cheney. Yeah, her own people coming after her, and
they have been for a while.
Yeah,
they're not allowed to critique.
Yeah, I guess woman scorned, right?
They about to jump her out the gang, bro.
They tried, but I don't think it's gonna work. That's the sad part.
I know, right?
Nah, they did already jumped out a lot. She ain't ahead of a lot of committees. She was a part of. They already jumped out the gang.
But I don't. I guess what I'm saying is, I think Montana is continue to vote her in at her House of Representatives job. So I don't think they can get rid of her. But you never know.
You ain't got to get rid of her. They can just be like, well, you can't do shit anyway. So
they'll figure it out.
Them bloods roll deep.
Bloods, I love that.
All right, Mo B, what's on your mind?
Hey man, how much money this shit gonna cost us? That's what's on my mind. Like, we doing all this damn January 6th investigation and all this trial. How much money this shit gonna cost us, man? Like, I mean, I want to know how much money this shit gonna cost, because I want to know what the end game goal is. Like, nobody has fully told me, like, what are we trying to accomplish throughout this? I probably would feel better if I knew what we were trying to accomplish. Do y'all know what we're trying to accomplish?
No.
Unless
I think it's for the country to save face. I don't think they really want to do anything.
Unless we're talking jail time, I don't care.
But who?
I mean, so my personal thing is, somebody internally was in on it. The question is who, and unless you got some hard evidence on who it is, what are we doing? Because it's a lot of taxpayer fucking money, and our gas is almost $5 a gallon.
Who going to jail, Ruben?
That's what I'm saying. Unless they're gonna put somebody in jail, like legit put somebody in jail, we're wasting a whole lot of time
Ruben.
and money. And they're not gonna legit put somebody in jail.
If we put one person in jail for this, what we doing, bro?
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm with you.
And
I think it's a
AG, when
waste
you
of
say
time
to
and everything.
save face, who we trying to save face to?
The rest of the
Trying to
world,
save
because they're
face
all
to
dummies.
man, the world does not look well upon us right now. And if
Have
we
they?
do,
I
go
don't
ahead.
feel like the world's ever thought that we look that good.
No, I mean I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying, this is one small thing in a huge picture. I just feel like that they're doing this as a horse and pony show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think
Without
that
question.
this is necessarily real because number one, there is no one person that you can look at and go, it's your fault. Sort of. And you can't prove sort of. The conspiracy has many heads and it runs very deep. Who's really controlling it is like the power in the hands of a few. And all the puppets that we actually saw do stuff. And how can you prosecute that? You can't. So that's why I said I feel like it's a horse and pony show. I don't think it's real.
My perception of it, and you know, I'm easily the person up here that says black and white stuff the most, but I don't even feel that way about this. My thing is like, it feels like there are people trying to convince people that January 6th happened. And at some point in time, if people don't believe January 6th happened, we ain't gonna talk them into believing January 6th happened. And we got history to prove that. There's still people who deny the Holocaust. There's still people who think the planet is flat.
There are still people who think slavery didn't happen.
There's still people that think Elvis alive. There's still people that think Tupac in the studio right now.
Fake money.
We have proven that you can't convince somebody of something that they don't want to believe. So we're literally spending billions of dollars trying to convince motherfuckers of stuff that they ain't never gonna believe. What is the point?
Remember, it was just a dust up. Just saying.
It was just a, civil protest with guns and shit. Breaking into a federal building.
Hey man, the comfy looking pillows in the back, damn straight, baby. That's why
Obsession
I lay my
with
head
rainbows. It is Pride. Isn't it Pride Month still?
It is.
Yeah, see,
it kind of works out.
I'm on theme. I didn't even realize. I'm on theme.
Old school
Awesome.
Nuggets logo. Yep.
And of course, Black Morticia Adams. Definitely remember that.
I mean, which one?
Horse.
I mean, which one? Elvis,
Elvis,
yeah, that motherfucker dead. Tupac, yeah, that motherfucker dead. Holocaust, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers ended up dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people going around. So is that all, Moby?
Yeah, that's all that's on my mind. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Wasting a whole lot of time, money, and gas prices. All right, so what's on my mind is very simple. Yo, people, if you are not out here watching Amazon Prime The Boys, you are missing out. As nasty and gory as it is, it's actually got a really good plot and story. It's pretty dope. Season 3 is out. No, I'm not getting paid for this, but I felt like it's important to talk about it. Shit's awesome. Moby and I talked about this a couple days ago. The whole PG-13 on the Miss Marvel show, I get it. I dig it. I understand. It's not that bad. I'd like it more than I thought I would, I guess. But they're ingenious with it, so I'm kind of cool about that. They took some stuff, did some stuff, so I like it. And also, I would probably say the only other thing that I'm sad at right now is, I'm a big Young Justice fan. That's on HBO Max. Season's over. I'm sad, and they haven't renewed it yet. Hopefully they will. But back in the day, we used to watch cartoons on Saturday mornings and sometimes during the week. It's good to see some stuff still out there just to kind of get you away from the world and, just realize that that's what TV is for. It's not it's sometimes it gives you a whole bunch of stuff that's happening, but also it's a way to escape. Um, Now TV is not the end all be all of your life, nor should it be. But I would say if you're sitting there, you're watching CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all that crazy shit, man, turn that shit off, turn to something else. Watch some Big Bang Theory. Watch some SVU. Like watch something else that's not 100% real that's going on. Because me personally, I think a lot of the problem is we're so focused and hyper focused on life in front of you going on, and a lot of it, unfortunately, all we can do is sit back and watch it. But you got to decompress. As people, we got to decompress, and I watch TV shows to decompress. I know this shit's fake. I know it's cartoons. I know what it is. But you got to decompress somehow. If TV's not it, find a hobby.
Nah, bro,
preferably.
stay your ass in the house, man. Gas prices over $5 a
What?
gallon. Man.
No, I said find a hobby, man. What are you talking about?
Find a hobby that involves staying at home, man. Because ain't nobody trying to go outside, man. All y'all people talking about being outside, F that. I'm being inside, no gas needed.
And nothing I mentioned said anything about going out.
I'm just saying, you talking about you use TV as an escape. No, I'm using TV as a reason not to leave the house. Gas prices higher than Willie Nelson on Stilts at Snoop Dogg concert.
I mean,
Wow.
Oh, you stole that shit.
I sure did steal it. If AG can talk about biscuits, I'm gonna steal that.
I didn't steal anything. I've had a footnote. I gave credit. I don't even know where you got that from. In fact,
I got that shit from Ace Vane. He be doing them damn DC.
What?
Ace Vane, that's the dude that makes the comics.
Yeah, he put some on the thing.
Yeah.
It did furthermore, so I can finish real quick. F Star Wars. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. Dre, this Star Wars franchise book, don't know. This ain't the one. F that shit. Straight up. I'm sorry. I gotta make all these episodes to fix the shit that I broke before. Nope, I ain't got that kind of time. Sorry about your life. Boba Fett my ass. That guy sucks. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the Obi-Wan Kenobi bullshit. We lost people just because I hate Star Wars. I don't give a damn. Star Wars. Straight up. And thank you for listening to the show today, everyone. I hope everybody had a good time.
Hold on. Did you just say, man, fuck y'all Star Wars fans? Hey, thanks for tuning in this week.
Exactly.
Guys.
That's right.
I thought it was just me.
But no, man. No, I appreciate everybody dialing into the show on whatever matters you found us. Once again,
hopefully
we all
you ain't on dial up because we buffering our ass off. You on dial up.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, well.
I mean, shout out to Nova with man. He's in love with your setup, AG.
He really is.
That's awesome. That actually is a cut with a Santa hat on. My daughter made it for me. It says "Best Daddy in the World." So yeah, I'm gonna keep that forever.
About like 2-3 months, I'm gonna level
up. And biscuits, it's not a thing, but
it is a thing. It's this thing on the show, biscuit.
But once again, thanks for everybody who's listening. Feel free to go to our website or wherever you get podcasts to check out our old episodes as well. Trust me, you thought the day was funny. Our catalog is nothing but hilarious. We will be back next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, just to let everybody know ahead of time, the 3rd of July, we off. We ain't doing the show because it's, it's the whole holiday weekend and the 4th of July. Nobody gonna be listening to us. No way. You should be out partying. So we're not gonna have a show that day, but we're gonna let you know ahead of time so you can go ahead and cross out of your calendar. So if you got stuff you want to do, you can do that. Thank you, AG. Thank you, Mo B. Thank you, everybody on the board. Once again, we are not sending Ruben anywhere Star Wars for vacation because F that place. And on top of all that, make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you tell an enemy. Just tell somebody. We appreciate you as we always do. Once again, definitely check us out on our podcast, where this whole episode will be out there in a couple days. So once again, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of